A lot of dilemma is there in the pop culture world. Hello everyone and welcome once again. So today we're going to discuss these pop culture and this anti-woke issues. Let's go. So firstly, Timothy Chalamet, he told that bragging about being child-free, and not wanting to marry is uncool. It's bad. It's brass. So my thoughts on it is that um, he is becoming based, and many other celebrities are becoming based. Now I'm not saying, but I think that this is a sensitive issue. If you are going to talk about that, it's not wrong. But if you're going to demonize the couples who have children just because of their child, is wrong, because there is a huge rise of the anti-child culture in the West, which is wrong. So good, Timothy. Teen Vogue recently told that having a boyfriend is embarrassing now. Some people, liked it, but a lot others didn't. So I think that this is an ambiguous thing. It's true that these days we can see them as embarrassing because many people are, leaving marriage, and also the rise of, effeminate men and the decline of masculinity. By each passing year, 1% of testosterone is decreasing among men. So I think that it is very true. But also I think having a boyfriend itself should not be stigmatized. Now there are some conservative cultures where it is embarrassing and it sounds like adultery and wrong thing. So in that culture it might be, but I don't think it should be embarrassing in and itself. Having a boyfriend these days is a huge thing, especially if he's committed. So I think Teen Vogue is being real, but there is ambiguity, and I don't think people should shame those who don't have boyfriends or who don't want them. Now the next is the woman voting controversy. So 40% women voted Mamdani, and people are saying that wokeness has increased and all. Recently, an influencer, Dale Partridge, and many other tradcon influencers are saying repeal the 19th Amendment, and there has been a huge war on X and many other social media platforms.
That women can vote in America? I don't think so, and here's why. Nearly every legalized moral atrocity of the last 100 years was made possible by the female vote.
So I think that women voting is not wrong in and of itself. Now, if men do almost 80 to 90% of crimes like rape or gun violence, so I think that the rights should be taken off by that logic. Like gun rights, that's impractical, that's not relevant. So just like that, that's a woman voting issue. Now it's true that women lean more emotionally and there is more societal empathy there, but that does not mean all women do. And nowadays women are tending to be more conservative. Now it's a slower trend than men, but still now women are being sane. And I think the culture should be pandering to women, not leading them away or telling them to shut up and stay home. It's not a sin or a wrong thing for women to vote. And this household vote and all, it was applicable during that time. Now it's not. So yes, women, if you are voting, you're not sinning against the Lord, but you can glorify God through your vote. Regarding the awkward goat controversy, so recently she made a reel on the RANDI word, which stirred up a lot of people up, and many people including myself were upset. So she told that this word is used as an insult to women and it is linked to misogyny, but now I'm proud to say that. And she viralized that hashtag. She told people, especially girls, to put that in the bio. She also says that this word she no longer finds insulting but as a compliment. I personally think that this is really really wrong. It is the natural response. I can understand it because I myself have faced several insults online, offline, sometimes probably lesser than her, and I can understand from which place her saying is coming from. When we are constantly told and insulted, we feel like it is, and we are, we consider that as our identity. But I don't think it is correct to do so. Just because something is natural does not mean it is right, and we should not normalize it. For young girls of 12 to 13-year-old are putting that hashtag in their bios, and she's saying, wow, so good. And this is really, really sickening to see. She's misguiding a whole generation. इन लड़कियों को पता भी नहीं है कि इस वर्ड का अर्थ क्या है. It literally means a prostitute. Initially it was a widow, but later it was used for calling prostitutes and wayward women. And these girls are not that. ऑल्सो इंडिया में आपको पता है रेप केसेस, मिसोजाइनी कितना है, ऊपर से आप ये प्रमोट कर रहे हो. इजंट इट मिसोगाइनिशिप? एंड जो लड़कियां उसे फॉलो करती है, मैं उनको बताती हूँ कि ऑकवर्ड गोट ने जिस बंदे से शादी की है, आई थिंक ही इज अ सोए बॉय, बिकॉज शी इज अ मैन हेटिंग फेमिनिस्ट, आई थिंक, एंड हु इज गोइंग टू मैरी हर? लाइक शी इज सेइंग सिंदूर इज ऑप्रेसिव एंड दैट एंड ऑल. And I agree with her, but you know, she's literally woke. And that guy, Amay Bhanushali, he's the son of Sachin Bhanushali, a very wealthy industrialist who is in charge, who is the owner of a very big railway company, has a net worth of 3,000 crores. 99% of girls are not like that. She's extremely privileged. So if she faces, like, okay, she will face a reputation issue, but that can be covered up and all, but not for you. So please लड़कियां, आप जिस इन्फ्लुएंसर को फॉलो कर रही है, be very very careful. Not all women influencers are good role models. She is not promoting feminism. She is actually enabling more men to do this. What if saying in a slur can cause physical action? So girls, please आप awkward goat जैसे feminists को follow ना करिए. There are many good role models out there. One Kerala or Tamil Nadu CM told that, you know, if a woman gets raped, let her stay at home, and like he kind of promoted rape culture, and this is very similar to that. I personally faced backlash from social media from the awkward goat controversy, and many people told that you are, you know, doing this just for views, and you don't talk about those things when they face such things, because mostly I have talked about toxic feminism and misandry, but I have, you know, sometimes talked about misogyny, and if possible I can talk about that too. And I don't support misogyny. Because of exams, we have our special second anniversary episode on 28th November.
Lots of surprises, discussions, and life updates will be there.
Stay tuned and like, share, subscribe. Miss
I am
Israel
strongly
side
against
eye
cancelling her and calling her
so
that.
she gave a side eye like this to Miss Palestine, which raised a huge controversy. So people, influencers are making reels on how she's doing, and she's so mean, and that country does not exist, like that. She is basically receiving a lot of death threats, and I think this is wrong. But it was also found out that the video was edited and both contestants weren't in the same row. Miss Israel was behind, and the angle like was taken from the side, and that's why we could see that side eye. She was not doing that. While I agree her attitude could be little cringy, and Miss Palestine was way beautiful. I don't think that we should unnecessarily create rumors just to cancel that person out and all. And I'm sick of this cancel culture promotion. Also, you know, Miss Palestine, she's half Albanian or Lebanese, and she's half Italian, raised in Israel. So actually, does not actually represent Palestine. Naim Ayub. And the Miss Israel contestant is Melanie Shiraz. Now, I myself obviously stand with Miss India, whose name is Manika Vishwakarma. She looks
South Asia. Who stands out?
Tanzia Zaman Mithila, Bangladesh. Sonia Adhikari, Nepal. Burma Riyaz, Pakistan. Bihashra White, Sri Lanka. Manika Vishwakarma, India.
absolutely gorgeous, And Miss Pakistan, Roma Riaz, also people are literally judging her by her skin color. Oh, she does not represent Pakistan.
My skin is the same colour as the soil of Pakistan. Beauty is not tied to one specific skin tone or to a specific set of features. I proudly represent Pakistan, but I also represent a new generation of South Asian women who don't fit into the narrow boxes of what people think we should look like.
So let me tell them that a lot of Pakistanis actually are, there are various colors. There is diversity there. Okay, majority might be fair, but there are some dark color people also.
She has
Also, there
defended
Chinese
herself
women
so gracefully.
are not allowed to do these things because of the extremely conservative culture there. And Roma Riaz, she's a Christian woman. So actually, Christian women in third world countries generally are more privileged. So Roma Riaz, she got the chance, and she's dark skinned, but I think she looks absolutely beautiful. Now Christians generally are, in India and Pakistan, are more darker skinned because they come from underprivileged communities where they mostly do manual labor and the adaptation has happened, and they come from tropical places such as Goa or South India. That's why it is. But I don't think we should shame them, and everyone is enjoying and having a good time. On the Too Much show of Twinkle and Kajol, Ananya Pandey recently caught up fighting with Twinkle. Twinkle told that having multiple boyfriends is not wrong, but Ananya told that it is wrong. And also, Gen Z is the first generation who has, talks about feelings and mental health issues. And Twinkle got angry, but at least Kajol understood.
Today's kids change their partners faster than they change outfits. Yes. No. Yes. No. It's a good thing. It's a good thing because हमारे ज़माने में it was like, what will people say? No, we can't do that.
I don't. Gen Z knows a lot more than people give them credit for, and they're very.
What do they know?
Everything.
They know about sourdough and.
No, they're very in touch with their emotions and.
What emotions? They're traumatized by everything.
No, they're not traumatized. They're the first generation that's talking about feelings. It has nothing to do with the question, but it's the first generation that's really embracing mental health and freedom of expression.
And even Karan Johar started defending me. So I think that Gen Z is becoming more based, more leaning on truth, and I stand with Ananya. She's absolutely right. These Auntie-Gs need to understand some things. The show is absolutely boring, nonsense, a waste of time, a Temu version of Coffee with Karan, and I think that they are spreading filth and indecent content in the name of feminism. Thank you guys for listening to this episode. Do share your thoughts on this. Bye.